This is to certify that Movie Chats has been classified for live streaming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another weekly live stream from Movie Chats. I hope you've all had a great week since we've last seen you. This week's show, we've got featured actor Robert De Niro, and homework movie was The Imitation Game. Steve, how was your week, sir?
I'm just reading Chris's comment. It's been all right, mate. I've had me 4 days off, and now on to holiday. So not back in until I think the 21st, so something like that. Not too bad. But yeah, it's been okay, mate. Just looking after little one. How about you?
Bank holiday weekend was nice and relaxing. We were out. We were out with Mike and Mel on the Saturday. We went into Altrincham and to Warrington, and I saw, got some bits which you saw on the pickups. Mike continuously being the bad influence, which he is.
Don't give me that crap.
Hey, when have you ever known me to buy anything in HMV? And I ended up buying two things in HMV. You know?
Two whole things in HMV.
Mike's a really bad influence.
Right.
Other than that, I have watched Tetris. I've watched 65. I've now coming to the end of season 6 of Homeland. So yeah, that's been binge watched. I haven't watched today's episode of Picard, so please no spoilers. I haven't even watched AJ's video on that yet. And when him and Matt were talking about it before, I sort of la, you know. Yeah, it's been a good week. Like I say, Paul was off work, so I was covering his work as well as my own. So yeah, we've been busy.
All right.
Let's see who we've got in the chat, shall we? So Sharon was in saying happy birthday to little Steve.
Thank you.
Lindsay and Alvin, good evening, you two. I caught Lindsay out before because I scheduled tomorrow's show before I scheduled this one, so she shared tomorrow's show instead of this one. So that was quite funny. Chris Tyler's in. Good evening, Chris. Jeff's in. Evening, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. Potato's in.
Potato.
Yeah,
I don't know what that's about.
Potato. Good evening, Paul. Thank you for joining us, sir. Hope you are well. And Peter Eblin's in. Good evening, Peter, sir. We do need to have a bit of an Xbox catch up, me and you, because we haven't
gaming friends
been on for a while. That's right, yes. There we go. Jeff saying hi, Spud. In fact, when she comes onto the channel, that's what we're going to change her tag to, Spud. Yeah, so it's been a bit of an interesting week, and like I say, we've got a quite a good featured actor this week as well, so we should have a quite good conversation there. Yeah, shall we jump straight into the segments?
Yeah, can do.
Okay.
Absolute dick. Swear to God, I'm blocking you. I swear to God.
What you guys don't see,
I swear to
God. is his face is going, what's this? What's this? And then that pitch comes up and goes, oh.
Twat.
Sorry. So, this week's featured actor is Robert De Niro. And yeah, he's had a very successful movie career. I don't think you're going to struggle finding a top five. A top five in this one, Steve. It's not like
No,
the last
not at
couple of
all.
weeks where, yeah.
Do you know what? He was more struggling to narrow it down
Mm.
with him. I mean, he's definitely one of my, I'd say, favourite actors because the stuff that he's done has been really good. You know, there's a few comedies that I wouldn't really rate, but other than that, like the main things, like the theme of like gangsters and that sort of stuff, I really love him in. I think he's a really good actor.
Mm.
Exactly, Terry. Exactly.
I don't on him. Look, I just wished him happy birthday.
Did you?
Live on stream. Happy birthday. I even went out the way to research who else he shares his birthday with.
Oh, right. Tomorrow, you mean, yeah?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Just checking.
Yeah. Those actors have all got birthdays on the 14th of April.
Wow. That makes it...
Peter Capaldi's also got his birthday on the 14th of April. He just didn't make me video. You know? See, I do my homework, Steve, and I do look after you, mate.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. And you never know, that VT might make another appearance at some point tonight.
Oh, God, no.
So, would you like to go through your top five, Steve, or your mentions? Because, like I say,
I'll give it a shot. So I've got Godfather Part 2,
mm-hmm.
Heat, The King of Comedy,
okay,
Men of Honor, and Casino. I think that's probably my favourite top five. I'll let you do your top five and then I'll go through some honourable mentions.
So I've gone with Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Heat.
Yeah.
I've put The Untouchables, but I know that's sort of more of a Kevin Costner movie.
Yeah.
Sleepers.
Yeah.
And I've gone with Jackie Brown stroke Men of Honor. Because I didn't know which one of those will go there. I know he's not really in Jackie Brown, but I do really enjoy Jackie Brown.
Yeah, I think for me the stronger one is Men of Honor. It's one of my favourite movies, to be fair. Yeah. Just the whole story.
Cookie, get to the line and give you my 20.
Yeah, it's that speech at the end, in it, when he's doing the steps.
Yeah,
that's brilliant. That is. But yeah, it's. I mean, you've got so many. You've got Taxi Driver, The Untouchables, as you said, Awakenings with Robin Williams.
I didn't enjoy that. I never enjoyed that film.
Joker, which is sort of a spin of The King of Comedy, really, the way that his character is on that. Silver Lining Playbook, I like him in as the dad that's dealing with the lad or the guy. The Irishman was another one. And like you say, Goodfellas. There is so many that this guy has done.
Yeah,
just great movies.
One of the films I really enjoyed was Hide and Seek.
Yeah, that's another one. I hadn't seen that in years.
No, but I really enjoyed that. Like I say, Godfather 2 makes my mentions because he's, although he's in it, he's not really in it.
Yeah.
Casino's in my mentions.
Casino is a class film.
Yeah. I don't know if it makes me top five because, like I say, I really struggle with top five. But like I say, Goodfellas, The Untouchables and Jackie Brown are a little bit like that for me because, like I say, The Untouchables is more Kevin Costner and Sean Connery, where Jackie Brown's more Samuel L. Jackson and Pam Grier and people like that. And he is in it, but I really do enjoy the film. So, like I say, out of the Jackie Brown Men of Honor sort of argument, it's definitely Men of Honor for me. I think the way he betrays the Master Chief, and especially that little smirk he gives where where they walk into the courtroom and he says, "Are you such and such? What's his name now? Fucking hell, that's gonna do my head in. Are you such and such from the ship? And you swam 4 decks." And he went, "Yeah, 5 decks." And yeah, he can stay.
Yeah.
A proper old school Navy diver,
Yeah.
But,
It's the evolution of his character during that film as well.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's very similar to sort of the I want to say Philadelphia. You know, the sort of disdain for a different
disdain for the homosexual compared to
Yeah.
disdain for the coloureds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know, but yeah, it's for me, it's a really good movie. Taxi Driver, Frankenstein's another one that's a good film. I ain't seen that again in years. Heat, Awakening, and Meet the Parents. I'm not saying Meet the Parents is bad. I enjoy Meet the Parents. There's just a couple of the different things what he's tried that hasn't landed as well.
The Awakenings for me, I just didn't get it. And it's not because it's not car chases and guns and stuff like that. I just didn't get the film. It just wasn't sinking in for me. I don't know if I need to give it another go, but yeah, it just didn't resonate with me to the point where I had to see it through to the end.
So here's one for you then: Goodfellas or Casino? Because I'm a
Goodfellas.
casino guy. Nah, I'm a casino
Goodfellas.
guy. Nah, Casino. Goodfellas is good. Ronin, that's another one. Yeah, we haven't mentioned.
I've got that in my mentions, Ronan. Yeah. I was a bit it was a bit like that with Awakenings. But I was also like that with people were talking about fun movies and stuff like that. Bad Grandpa. That's the one. Yeah. Him and Zac Efron are in that. And yes, I did laugh. And yes, Meet the Parents and some of the other funny ones that he's done. What was the other one that we watched a few weeks ago because of AJ? Was it Midnight Run? Very early Bounty Hunter one.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Yeah, that one.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one that we watched. Where he had like a couple of days to bring the bail jumper back. Yeah.
So
yeah, so there has been a couple of good ones there, especially in that. Cape Fear, yeah. To be fair, I can't remember ever watching Cape Fear.
Hope you're all right, Kathy, and I hope the dog's okay. Go on, sorry, you were saying,
mate. Yeah, Cape Fear. I can't ever remember watching Cape Fear.
Cape Fear, Jesus, I remember seeing that a long time ago. I'm sure I've got it, but it's not one that sticks in my head.
No, and Raging Bull's a good film as well. I really enjoy Raging Bull. Have we lost little Steve?
It's that again. It's all right, I'm here. The
Raging Bull's a great film.
What's that?
Raging Bull.
Well, that was one of the ones that was rated the highest when I was looking at the list. But I don't think I've actually watched it. I don't think I've actually got around to watching that. You know, again, it's another one I actually have. I'm sure I have. Raging Bull.
What was the one he did the boxing match when he was old? Was it a grudge match?
Oh yeah,
the 2 retired boxers.
Yes. Who was the other boxer?
I want to say Stallone.
No, well, that's what I'm thinking, but it can't be that obvious, can it? Surely. G. Yeah.
Grudge match. Yes, Stallone. Yeah, that was quite a funny match. It's quite a funny film as well.
Was Stallone, yeah. Yeah, it weren't too bad. You could do it. As it's his birthday, just popped in to see if anyone is brave enough to pop into little Steve's cave and drink from. Cheers, mate.
Should we move on to the homework movie?
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, my finger slipped. My finger slipped. So right. So this week's it's his face when that plays. It just makes me laugh. I'll have to go back and take a screenshot of those little monitors and put them on for you so you can see what he does. This week's homework movie is The Imitation Game with Benedict Cumberbatch. Did you watch it, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think?
I like it. I've always liked the Imitation Game. I think he's one. It's one of those where, like, I want to say Sherlock was the first thing I watched with him in, but I don't think it was. I think it was the Imitation Game. When I realised that he was a really good actor. What's that?
I just spotted what you've done. So for those of you that can't see, he's renamed it. He's renamed it Do Not Play Again. Yeah, The Imitation. This came out roughly because there was two of them. This came out roughly the same time as The Theory of Everything, didn't it? The Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I did enjoy both films, and I don't know which one for me tops. Which one's better?
Oh, 100% Imitation Game for me. 100%. Like I say, Uncle Albert said it's a great story about Alan Turing. Turing. Yeah. It's crazy what he went through.
Well, this Absolutely is going. You mentioned Philadelphia before, and the disdain for the homosexuals, and is disdain the right word? I don't know.
I mean, the thing is that does play a small part in the movie, but the way that
to me that plays a huge part in the movie because he's living a double life, isn't he? He's
I know, I get that bit.
Married, and then he gets practically treated for it afterwards. It's a big part of who
what I'm saying is that it's how they managed to crack the code. How the important thing is obviously all that sort of stuff, and how he managed to get it to work, and the way that they figured out how to interpret. That's the wrong word. How to guess what they were going to be doing, because they only had a small window of time that they could figure out these transcripts in it.
Yeah.
But there was a certain saying that the Germans say every morning on their transcripts that was always the same. So it gave them a window of what these letters could possibly be.
Yeah.
It was just really, really clever how they managed to figure that out. And obviously he was fighting against the fact that they wanted to close it down as well.
Yeah. I did enjoy the science behind it as well, and the fact that he was trying to work this all out even when people were closing them down. So to the point where they moved him into a barn and stuff like that, and he continued his work at home before they brought him back. The whole Sean saying here the female love interest in The Imitation Game never existed. It was just for the movie. The rest is closest to the truth. Yeah, but in wartime, though, that's how it was always been portrayed, hasn't it? All the men are out for war, and all the men that were left over were like a hot commodity, weren't they? So,
Baz, it's a really good movie if you get a chance to watch it. But it's I say it's definitely one I've watched a few times now. and I think he's a great actor in it. He really is. But it's just such a clever movie, and I mean, I do wonder. We've got to talk about obviously based on a true story. Like, if they had to sacrifice that ship, for the sake of the mission, if you like, whether that was actually a thing.
Yeah,
because that was an interesting one. Because obviously, if they'd have tried to save that particular attack,
it would have given away the fact they've
Yeah.
broken the code.
Yeah.
There's another film that's just popped into my head. Matthew McConaughey, U571.
yeah,
That where they capture the submarine and they've got the code breaker, or they've got the code machine actually on the submarine. That's another one, but that's like an American spin on a British movie, isn't it? Really. Lana says happy birthday.
I know. I've just noticed. Kathy said we borrowed an actual Enigma. Hang on, where's that gone? It's jumped up. There we go. We borrowed an actual Enigma machine when it was on tour on some British schools. It was really awesome and overwhelming at the same time. Yeah, I bet it was. So it's just so clever.
There you go. I think Sean's talking about U571.
Yeah.
Reading movies is a good popcorn movie, but not his. Yeah, a lot of the American films aren't historically accurate, are they? Because they just forget the rest of the world existed. It's like Saving Private Ryan, isn't it? They've walked all over Europe and not seen the British soldiers in sight.
Yeah. There's a conspiracy theory regarding Peterborough. So if we knew, but it wouldn't have happened. Yeah, and that was the interesting thing, because obviously they found out that guy's, was it his brother? His guy's brother was on that ship, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they had to sort of make a choice between. It weren't really a choice. He wanted them to sort of save it.
He wanted to give the clue away, didn't he? That they needed to change direction or zigzag or something. The whole conversation is the ship can't do anything differently. It is what it is, and we're going to kill 300 men, but save 300,000 men.
Yeah, that's it.
So
but it's definitely worth a watch if somebody hasn't seen it. I don't think you'd be disappointed with that movie, to be honest.
I would recommend it, and then I'd also recommend watching The Theory of Everything, because, like I said, they both come out roughly at the same time, and they're both absolutely stunning movies.
Well, that's this. We had this conversation last week, didn't we, about something that we're going to try and do? But it's these movies that are coming out at the same time that if they, which one of them was the better sort of story?
Yeah, but that was like.
Oh, I know what you mean. Just
impact, wasn't it? Where Michael loved The Theory of Everything. It is an absolutely awesome movie. I think Eddie Redfern, is it Ed May? Was absolutely brilliant as Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking's another one though, isn't he? Genius. Was it? I think Benedict Cumberbatch has played Stephen Hawking at one point as well.
I don't know. But like I say, Cumberbatch is absolutely superb. Go and watch it. It's a great story. Historically accurate or not, it's a great story. I think they stick to it about Eddie Redmayne. Thank you very much. I think they stick to it as close as they can. Obviously, without it's like Pearl Harbor, isn't it? You change a lot of Pearl Harbor to suit the movie side of it. But forgive me, but some movies not using that. Enemy at the Gates is absolutely superb. Jude Law and what the flipping hell's the name that the bloke that played the Hellboy?
Oh, Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman, yeah. Ron Perlman. It's about the Russian. It's about the Russian snipers in Stalingrad versus the Germans. So they take you away from the bigger war and they make it personal between these group of snipers, and it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Peter, can you name the other people he starred against?
Oh, don't start this shit now.
Why?
Because you're saving this for tomorrow night, aren't you?
Stephen Hawking was in an episode of Star Trek. He was on the Hollow Suite with Data, and Albert Einstein and somebody else.
Right. Okay.
But it was an absolutely brilliant episode. Yeah, Ed Harris played the German sniper. Yeah. But it was about the propaganda, the German propaganda against the Russian propaganda.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like that. Isaac Newton, that's the one. Yeah. So about the two lots of snipers, and it's brilliant. Like I say, you've got rid of a world war, and you've just kept it into this town, and you just kept it really, really like personal.
Peter, if you can't remember that, mate, you're no longer his gaming friend. That's all I'm saying.
Was it a Hollow Suite? I thought it was Data's room they were playing it. No, it was a Hollow Suite because there were holograms. Data hasn't got any hollow projectors in his quarters.
Cheeky sod. Absolute cheeky sod.
Data's cat was called Spot. That was right. There was actually two cats that played Spot. Two Ginger Toms.
Take a shot, everything.
Yeah, that and on me one of my pre-records, I've actually got an count as well. The amount of times that I go
Yeah.
I said to Lana messing about, I'm going to do it, and I've done it in one of the videos. Count.
Cheers, baby. Thank you.
What have you got?
Oh, just pizza. I bought it earlier in Morrison's.
All right.
She's like, we're not having takeaway. I was like, no, you can cook. What?
No takeaway Thursday?
No, takeaway Thursday. Just a pizza I fancied eating.
So what's the T-shirt behind you, Steve?
Oh, that's me Universal Studios one that Chris got me when he went over to Florida. I say got me, I bought it, but
let me put you on big screen. Very nice.
So it's all the original rides.
Hmm.
But last time I went and it was like that, it was a lot bloody cheaper than it was this time round. I'll tell you that now. I think it was like $30 just for the T-shirt.
Yeah. Hey, Peter, I have sent those dates to little Steve, so we'll confirm which Wednesday is the best one for us both. But we are definitely
yeah, please, mate. Appreciate that,
though. Yeah. So I think that's homework, isn't it? That's homework done. Right. Let's throw the link in the chat, shall we?
Okay. So come.
It's a little bit earlier in the show than we normally do it. I haven't looked at the homework, the movie news recently, because a lot of it is about the latest releases and trailers from Disney. So I haven't put that. I haven't done anything there. Have you seen the trailer for the Marvels?
No. I tell a lie. Yes, I did. Was that released at the start of the week?
Yes.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Now, I'm not particularly a big fan of Captain Marvel. Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. I'm not a big fan of that. However, this does look quite funny. And I haven't seen Ms. Marvel, the Disney show, because I watched about 5 minutes of it and I just didn't get into it at all. But this one looks all right.
Hey up.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Steve, happy birthday.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.
Nearly catching up with me.
I
may look like I'm 27, but I'm actually 45 this year. How does that happen? Unless my mum had sex with Michael J. Fox and I don't get the Parkinson's, that's probably why I haven't. Although I don't know, though. I mean, a bit of Tom Hanks out of Saving Private Ryan there.
Yeah. So I was laughing because Steve, on the odd occasion, calls me an old git, and he keeps forgetting that the fact he's older than me.
Marginally.
Still older. I'll never catch up to
you look older.
mate. I'll never catch up to you, will I?
Me and him have got something in common. We both look stunningly young.
I thought you were going to say you got knee hair.
Look at you, L'Oreal.
Look at this, man. I haven't even styled my hair today. That's how much I love coming on your stream. I've done nothing with it. Even more so, to get people more interested, I've got no trousers on either. I'm just completely naked. I feel like a newsreader. Do you know what I mean?
See, at least you remember coming on our stream. Matt versus movies can't remember being on it.
Oh, fucking God, yeah.
This is my third appearance, isn't it?
Yeah. Matt can't remember coming on.
I'm like a bad smell.
That was funny earlier. So, Star Wars movies. Have you heard anything about that this week?
I've heard there's going to be a new trilogy.
Well, essentially a trilogy, isn't it, really?
Well, it's a new trilogy, but it's not a trilogy, if you see what I mean. It's about 2,000 years before Phantom Menace. So it's
the start of the Jedi.
The start of the Jedi, yeah. But they're not going to be linked movies in the way where it actually sort of makes a trilogy.
The only one that ideally will be the last one. I was never saying the last one. There's one that's supposed to be coming out about thingy. What's she called?
Rey.
About Rey, yeah.
Yeah,
but that looks interesting.
No, that doesn't look interesting to me though. How many times do we need to see someone trying to rebuild the Jedi?
Oh, sure, you. I quite like.
No. On a serious note, right? The Jedi are dead, right? Skywalker tried it, failed, right? Do we need to see that process again?
From a Star Wars fan perspective, seeing more movies, yes. From a storyline perspective, probably no.
No. Right. What do we do? Why do we need to see a return of the Jedi sort of being rebuilt? We don't need to see that. You know,
it's just like Marvel, isn't it? It's just like how many more shows can we push out?
Yeah, give me one where she.
God, you two are a buzz killer, aren't you?
No, but give me one where she secretly fucked the brains out of Kylo Ren, and now we've got a bastard child who doesn't know he's a Jedi, and he's mind fucking spaceships and blowing them up.
That's actually Grogu. It hasn't been revealed yet because he also travels through time.
You've just revealed the plot for the next movie.
That's it. Yeah. It's like Discovery, isn't it? Where you've got a kid that throws a tantrum, and next thing you know, he's blowing up all the starships. Give me something like that for the Star Wars. So anyway, that's
reading movies. Here's an interesting one. I saw this earlier. A trailer for The Penguin. Is it HBO Max? I can't figure out whether or not. It says something like 2024. It's coming out.
Now, is that meant to be the series that was meant to be?
I'm guessing so.
Yeah.
Right.
I saw a trailer today. I got sent it and I watched it. You know the obviously Bram Stoker's Dracula, that everybody knows.
Yeah.
And
Rymel.
Renfield.
Not Renfield. Not that one. No.
Renfield.
This is the one. You know, when we watch it, he goes from Romania and he travels on the boat to Whitby, doesn't he? And when he gets to Whitby, there's nobody on it. So this film, what's the name of the boat? It's like the Dita or I can't remember like that. But basically, the film is about the journey on the boat.
All right. About him meeting the passengers.
Basically, yeah. So, but the trailer looks really, really good.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say it looks really good. But it looks like you could sit down for an hour and a half and enjoy the situation.
You look like you can get through it.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you were bigging it up then, and then you sort of killed it. So you look like
it looks. No, it just looks like it looks like a Netflix kind of movie. You know, that kind of thing you could just watch.
Yeah. See, Lindsay and I haven't realised what I was saying about the return of the Jedi But then we've already had that. But yeah, you know, you've got the last Skywalker and the last Jedi, right? We don't need any more.
I'm just wondering if this Penguin is like another. I mean, it's obviously the same character, the same actor.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if it's going to be like another Gotham.
Well, that's what it's supposed to have been. The series was supposed to be Gotham PD.
Yeah,
and it was what was going on around the same time as Batman. You know, so they were to pick like a baddie of the week episode sort of scenario. But then we've already had Gotham, which was the baddie of the week. You know, and then it becomes the baddie of the series, then, didn't it? And then it got silly when Gotham got sort of fenced off and whatever else, and the rest of America tried to blow him out the water. But
yes, yeah, I have seen that.
But the Penguin is supposed to be about the underbelly of Gotham, isn't it? Or all the dealings and stuff like that. And it'll be interesting, like I say, it'll be interesting to see what they do with that now, because they've changed it from being a cop-based series to the bad guys series.
Yeah.
From what I believe, Batman's not in it that much. So
it just sort of looks a bit like a Godfather-esque sort of villain, really.
Yeah, every now and then the lights will go off and someone will go missing out of a room. Oh, he's been taken by Batman. Oh, okay.
You know, oh, she's head on the pillow and that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Indiana Jones trailer. You seen that?
No, I'm refusing to watch another Indiana Jones. I know this is the end of Harrison Ford's sort of run with it and everything else, but give it 2 years, we'll have a new Indy, and it'll be the young Indiana Jones, and it'll tie in before.
Might won't be the first time they've tried that.
No. So when they're saying that it's his last movie, it's not the end of Indiana Jones. That if they turned around and said there's going to be no more Indiana Jones after this, done, I might be interested in that, but it's not. It's going to be like James Bond, isn't it?
I think they're obviously going to see how this pans out, aren't they? But I think
it'll make a shitload of money.
Oh, 100%, yeah, because they're going down the premise that this is going to correct what was crap in the last one.
Crystal Skull. To be fair, I didn't mind the Crystal Skull, but it's not. The problem is when you've got when you've got The Last Crusade as the precursor, you're never going to top that.
No, and I think that's the main issue, isn't it?
The thing that I've read with this one, though, is that the first 20 minutes of this film is supposed to explain to you why Shia LaBeouf's character is no longer in the franchise. So he was meant to be taking over the franchise, and then it's like, the pacemaker of doom. So it's like the 20 minutes of this is to wipe him out. Now, Transformers The Last Night did the same. There was a whole 10-minute worth of monologue from Anthony Hopkins about what happened to Sam Witwicky, because he just binned off Shia LaBeouf. So is this what he does? He goes off and does 1 film, 2 films in a series.
Yeah.
No longer carries it on, and then you get a whole film explaining what's happened to him afterwards. It's just put me off the whole. It's just put me off the whole thing, really.
Totally. You can be in a fridge and survive a nuclear explosion. So I sat down. I was trying to watch. Bear in mind, I've got about 3/4 of the way through of it. Plane.
Yes.
That's. I'm quite enjoying it, to be honest with you. I've only got a little bit left of it just because I had to stop watching it yesterday. But it seems like it's been quite a good movie so far. Not what I expected at all. So I was thinking it was going to be sort of a hijack on a plane. But no, it's not. It's hey, Carol, thanks, matey. Appreciate that. Have you seen that yet, Steve? Plane?
No.
Fair enough. Well, that's that one done, isn't it?
Because the one he had before that one that came out was the one about where his wife got kidnapped, which is more or less a poor man's breakdown, the Kurt Russell one, which is kind of the remake of that. Plane, again, it's your bog standard Gerard Butler film.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
With action. Yeah. But I watched it and I was like, all right, but I'm just like, if I did, I'd want to watch it to get to the end to go, okay, I know what happened.
Yeah.
But again, I like Jared Butler as an actor. I think he's a nicely genuine guy, but they're just so bang average, all the movies that he chucks out.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked all He Has Fallen, and I loved Laura Biden Citizen, 300.
300 Laura Biden Citizen, my favourite, definitely.
And Greenland was good. I even like Geostorm, even though it got panned. But I don't know, playing in, I keep forgetting the name of the one before. Was it Missing, or I forgot what it was called? But it wasn't. It's not something I'd rush out to watch.
Nowadays, he's playing himself, really, isn't he? It doesn't seem like he's actually doing any acting.
No, he's just a Scottish guy. You know, he's like, I was a Spartan, and I can't even do the accent, and that's it for the rest of it.
I was a Scottish Greek Spartan. The Lana went to watch the Pope. Is it the Pope's
Exorcist?
Yeah, she went to watch that last night. She said that was quite good.
Was it too scary for you?
I don't go to the pictures to see stuff like that, Steve. I just leave that with Lana and a cousin. They go every 2 weeks to the cinema. They go Pizza Hut and they go to the cinema. So they watch all the shit and I watch all the good stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
Like Catwoman.
Yeah, like Catwoman. The last film I went to the pictures to see and I went by myself was
Peter Rabbit.
Yeah. Shit, what was it? What was the last film? What was the last film I went to the pictures to see by myself?
Bond?
When it's 65 or something?
No, it was Ant-Man. Ant-Man,
Quantumania.
Quantumania, that was it. Yeah. So with my bank, if I don't go into me like overdrawn or zero balance or whatever the thing
which is on age wages is fucking impossible to do.
Shut at you, dickhead. I just get I get a voucher every month so I can go and watch a film for free. So you pick your seat, you put your voucher in, then you go and get 2 large hot dogs with firecracker sauce and onions, and then you're done, aren't you? You know, sit off for a couple of hours and watch.
Well, you've got to get an extra mortgage to go and pay for cinema food these days, though. Anyway, don't you?
Well, look, the one by us was $7.50 for a standard ticket, but all the seats are recliners now, so they're all right. So that's a view. She went to the Odeon in Bromben. It was £14 a ticket.
Wow.
Just for a basic seat.
The only time I paid over the odds for a ticket is when I went to see Alita Battle Angel. Me and my mate went to the one in Middlesbrough. Was it Cineworld? I can't remember which one it was. Anyway, it was one of those 4DX ones where you can smell it and it gets sprayed with water. And I thought, for the film that it is, that Alita is, I thought that would be quite good.
Yeah.
It was worth it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I wouldn't do it all the time. Definitely not. I mean, even when we used to go up to, we used to drive at the Metro Centre and you'd pay £25 for your ticket. So you'd go in and you go up the stairs at the Odeon there. We went every time I went to see Covenant, Winter Soldier, Civil War. But we already made it like, because it was IMAX. So you go in, you pay the extra ticket, you go up the stairs and you go in this little room and say the ticket. So you go in and you get unlimited food.
Bloody hell.
So you go in, you've got the 2 fridges, so you got like Fanta, Sprite, whatever, and they go, and it's like unlimited, like a packet of like a box of miniature heroes, and you can get unlimited nachos with the cheese sauce and everything. And that was quite good.
You know what? I'll just be watching the film and she'll be sat there with the unlimited nachos. That's what will happen. I'm not a big fan of the IMAX. I just don't enjoy the experience of IMAX. And I know you're supposed to be immersed in the films. It's all there and it's shoot. I just didn't enjoy it. I don't know if it was because of the films that we went to see. We went to see the Meg on IMAX, and you think the Meg will be really, really good on IMAX, but
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know if it was because we were sort of sat to the end of one of the rows, so the screen sort of bends that way, so you're sort of looking at there. And yeah, if I was probably sat in front of it, I might have enjoyed it more. But I just didn't enjoy the IMAX. Yeah, $7.99 the tickets. I think ours is $7.50.
Well, around here in Darlow, it's stupid. If you book it online, it's $4.99.
Yeah.
But if you turn up at the machine, it's $5.99. But what my mum and dad do, whenever they do like the home insurance, car insurance, whatever they do, they get given like 8 or 9 free cinema tickets, and the view and the local one, Dalton, is View. So every time I go with my mate, he gets a free cinema trip because
Lana does the compare the market stuff. So she gets the old Orange Wednesdays or whatever they're called now.
2 for 1 or whatever it was. Yeah,
the compare stuff, the Meerkat stuff. So when she goes with a cousin, they Pizza Hut's on the Meerkat movies, and so is the cinema. So they've sort of half price everything. So they go out regularly. So at least she gets to see a cousin and whatever. But Wednesdays is when I'm with the kids. So I go the sports hall with the kids, don't I? So
24th of April, I checked. I was just randomly looking through the View app on my phone last night. 24th of April, they're screening Aliens.
I was on the 21st of April, the screening Alien. So I don't know.
Alien's the same day, but earlier on in the day.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're planning on doing the thing. Because I said to Lance, I was absolutely gutted the other week because they had Star Trek Wrath of Khan on cinema, and that would have been amazing to go and see on the big screen. Obviously, I'm not old enough to remember when it was first released in the cinema. But yeah, so Alien and Aliens. But we were looking at a open air cinema in Liverpool. So you drive up, you sit in your car, you watch the film in your car, etc. Opens up in May. The first film that they've got on, and it's running for 3 weeks, is The Greatest Showman. And I'm like, fuck's sake.
Of all the films.
Yeah, of all the films, you got to put The Greatest Showman on.
We went on when I was in Canada with my family, we went to a drive-in, and it was a double feature. I always remember because the second film broke. So the second film was Miami Vice, the Colin Farrell, Jamie Foxx one. So I've never seen that all the way through because that broke down. But what was the first one? I think it must have been a Scream movie. Scream 2 or 3. It must have been. So you'd pull in, and then you just tune your radio station to the thing, and you could just sit in your car and watch. It was an experience. I prefer actually going to the cinema. But yeah, I think it'll be a bit different in Canada. It'll be over here. It'll be in the cars, windows up, heating on full belt. Whereas in Canada, I'll have the convertibles and things like that. It was an experience. I'm hoping to catch when I go over this year. I'm hoping to go to the cinema again. But you go there and it's dead. No one goes to cinema anymore. When I was over there,
all the seats in Views, in certain Views. So the View Basic, and there's a View something else. Now the posher one, all the seats are recliners. So the difference with the VIP seats now, I believe, is that you just got a little bit more leg room. But I don't know what more leg room you need when you're on a recliner. So it's not like your feet are over the person's head.
No, it's like when we went to see Avatar up at the Metro Centre on the IMAX, and I hadn't been there for ages. And it's the button ones. The buttons are the press of the chair, and the back goes back, and the feet go. I'd never experienced that before. I was like, oh. I felt like, when you're in the hospital and you go back and forth. I was like, oh. And mate was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm making the experience even better. It's amazing. Love that.
Yeah. Hey, Steve. AJ didn't know it was your birthday.
Hey, AJ. Oh, thank you, mate.
So he's not seen this.
That's like an Asda for George trousers, isn't it, or something? The future's so bright, you got to wear shades.
Yeah, I never expected it to be on YouTube at some point in my life.
No.
I'm running out of photos. I'm running out of photos, Steve. You need to post some more, mate. These old ones again.
Bring back
photos, cheeky shit. I haven't even put that many on there.
Oh God! Anyway, yeah. No, what were we talking about there?
Cinema? No.
Cinemas,
Aliens?
yes.
No?
So if I get me free ticket, I don't mind spending £7.50 on a hot dog. You know, but the thing that gets me is that the small drinks are like £5.50, the medium drinks are £6, or the extra large are like £6.50.
Yeah.
So, but you know the bags of like Maltesers and stuff like that you can buy in Home and Bargain for £1?
For £1.
They want
I know,
£4.50
it's
for
stupid.
that.
That's
You know,
why you
it's
go
just
in like with one of those, you know, like of Little Britain. Do you want to buy some pegs, Dave? Like that, but you have loads of Maltesers in there. Do you want to buy some Maltesers, Dave? You'd
Yeah.
have one of those.
But our local cinema is not bothered if you take sweets in.
No, I don't think anybody is, because you're paying for the ticket anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
Excuse me, you can't eat that there. I've gone in with the Subway once because I was starving. So that was, but it was, it had all the sauce, so it's pitch black. I'm like, you can't say if you spilt anything.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to say 2 large hot dogs with firecracker sauce and onions. That's me done. I'm happy with that. A little bit, yeah, a little bit of mustard, and you're done. Then that's your set then for the film. The only problem is I turned up for Ant-Man. What did I turned up about half an hour early, didn't I, Steve? Because I sent you a picture of saying I'm too early. They won't let me in the screen to watch the trailers, so I've already had my drink and my hot dog, so I had to go and get another one.
I remember now.
So I've sent a picture to him and Chris. Look what happens when you turn up early.
I still hate that, the fact that they do like 30 minutes of adverts. Like you go, it starts at 8 o'clock. Well, it doesn't start at 8:30. That still pisses me off.
Yeah, but they don't let you in after like 8:15. So it's not like you're interrupting the film because it hasn't even started yet.
You'd be like, Steve, $55. Suck a long time, Steve. No white man. Too small.
Seems like you've been there before.
All the time, yeah.
There's a Burger King next to. Well, see, next to our cinema, we've got a Burger King, a Five Guys, and a McDonald's.
Dangerous.
So, well, that's you sorted for half an hour then.
Well, it's on Cheshire Oaks, isn't it? So if you get the order right, you can go to McDonald's, and then by the time you finish at McDonald's, a Burger King, and then you sort of
live you long time.
So you know, since the last time I was on,
yeah,
I've picked up quite a lot of stuff.
Come on then.
Yeah, I've got.
Would you like to see?
Yes, I'd love to.
I've done them in my videos, etc. But don't put me main screen. I'll get all embarrassed.
I get embarrassed.
So that one.
I was thinking about this myself.
Only because it was
Where did you get it? HMV?
HMV, because it was the 50% off, so it was a tenner.
Oh, no way.
And then another one from the 50. I got that for the $4.99.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I didn't enjoy it, so I thought I'd give it another go. And then got one because I enjoyed it first time round. It's not the best, but it's a plain movie, as in like Gerard Butler's plain. You enjoy it, but it's not that good.
Yeah.
And then on the back of the other one, the original.
All Quiet on the Western Front. Ah, okay.
Which I know.
I need to get that. I need to get that new one.
100%. And then one of the lads got these cheap off of one of the lads on the Big Party Group selling them. So that one about the true story. And that was an HMV one. Oh, I'd seen that before. I watched that on Saturday night. Really enjoyed it. It's basically The Notebook, but with a murder thrown in. So it's
really, because I've seen this. It's one of only a few movies I've seen in like Morrison's and places like that, where because they have like one or two movies every so often, and I never, because I didn't understand the title, I was like, I'm not sure I want to bother with that.
Yeah, so basically the synopsis is it's all set in the marshlands of South America, the southern part of America. She's from a broken home where the dad beat her mum up, so her mum left, and then her dad's an alcoholic, so all her family left, and it was only her being brought up by her dad. And then one day she wakes up and she's like 12 years old, and her dad's left it, so she's left to fend for herself. And then she's called the Marsh Girl. She's like an out-of-towner, and then she has relationships, and then one of these relationships is found murdered. and like, oh, she was with the marsh girl and she gets put on trial. So it's kind of a like, this is her on trial, but this is the story leading up to this, how things might happen. So, but yeah, it's better than I thought it was going to be, and she's lovely in it. Which always helps. But yeah, there's that one, and then that one because I've never seen it and I still haven't watched it yet.
I've heard that's a really good movie. I've not seen it either.
Because it's Denis Villeneuve one. I think it was on the back. What did I watch with? It's because I watched Prisoners again.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen that one. And then another really shit one, but I enjoy it. Is that one?
Yes, I've got it. I spent a good £8 on that when it was in CEX. I kept looking at it and it weren't going anywhere, and I was like, "Sod it, I'll pick it up." And I watched it.
Nope.
Yeah, come on.
No, go on. Yeah, it's enjoyable.
It's enjoyable. That's where I would go with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like searching because I watched Missing, the kind of they're not sequels or anything, but like the sister film to it, and which is done for like over 2 hours. Is only for like an hour and a half. So I thought I want to revisit that one.
Yeah.
Are they linked?
Missing
and Searching.
No, they're just
two similar films at the same time.
No, it's just how like you have found footage, it's all kind of filmed the same way, but they're different stories. So this one is basically all via his daughter's laptop, where he's trying to find his daughter. Whereas in Missing, completely different story, but again, it's on this time the daughter's mum's missing, so she uses her laptop to try and find her daughter, find her mum. So they're not linked. It's just the same kind of appearance in how it's filmed. This one, Vinted, £6.
Yeah, I've got 2 copies of that.
Surprise, surprise.
Well, no, because Leo wanted mine. I told her I weren't giving it him, so she went out and got another copy of it.
And then I'm not the biggest fan, and you're going to hate me for saying this. I'm not the biggest fan of these movies, but for the collection, and it was £6.
Main Girls.
Yes. What do you mean you're not the biggest fan of them?
Not a big fan of Christopher Reeve Superman.
Why?
The reason I got this because it was cheap and it's got different cuts.
Now,
I don't think so, Uncle Albert. But nice
now,
try.
since you've put that in the chat group that you've seen, that's all I see on Vinted now. Everyone must be selling this.
I know, isn't it?
So you got that saying, look what I found. It's a rare find and all this. Like, next thing you know, there's about 50 of them on Vinted.
No, it's the same as when you get a car and you go, oh, nobody else has got a Kia Sportage. You drive down the street, every fucker's got one.
That movie set. There's that in our my local CEX, but as a steelbook.
Okay.
And I was like, that's pretty cool. It's got Superman on the front going up, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then when I actually got hold of it, it's scratched to shit. And I was like, no, I can't justify £25 for that.
So I saw the breakdown that you were having when the man was pulling the sticker off Elvis. I did see you having a mini meltdown on that one, Steve. So
I'd rather do it myself and him not damage it.
Those were the Blu-rays.
Yeah.
So,
there's more.
Those are like,
there's more.
Vinted. Oh yeah, those some of those were like
there's
Vinted.
More.
Some of them were gifted. Some of them were vouchers. Charity shop, $4.99.
A charity shop.
Yeah, that was British Heart Foundation.
Bloody hell!
So we're gonna watch it once. Exchange it £10 at CX. Why not?
Nice.
Using up the rest of me. The majority of these are CX vouchers that I needed to use because the thing is, you have CX vouchers and they burn a hole in your pocket, and you're like, I need to use them, and then you're like, but then you don't want to waste them because then you'd be like, but I wanted that. So got the 4K that one. One of the great,
nice,
great movie. That one.
I like that movie.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but that's the first time apparently on Blu-ray as well. And so,
is it really?
That. Yeah, first time released. It's always been DVD over here. Whether in America, I'm not too sure, but this is the first time it's ever been released on Blu-ray. So, I mean, and 4K obviously, same time.
Yeah.
Not the biggest fan, but I had to complete the collection. So that was the last of my CX voucher I picked up. Wakanda Forever. So
Wakanda, you have to say it that way. You have to, don't you?
Now, it's not Wakanda. It's Wakanda.
Now Steve and I were talking about this in CEX because they had Black Panther for like £4, £3. They had Wakanda Forever for like £8, but then they had the dual film box
Yeah.
for 10 quid. So we were like, why would you buy them separately when you just buy the two in?
If I remember rightly, Wakanda Forever was dearer than buying the double box set.
The 2 box set, yeah.
I think it was 12 quid for Wakanda Forever and 10 quid for the box set with the 2.
The gamble you pay when you get them from CX is whether it's got a slipcover.
Yeah.
Because if I just got it like that, I'd be going on the social media going, has anybody got a slipcover they don't want?
Now,
because every single one of them.
You must hate me then, because every time I get a slipcover, the first thing I do is put it in the recycling.
Oh, so
that's what I said to him. He don't believe me, mate. I told him this. He's an asshole.
You could, if you could, as long as it wasn't stickers on, you could put them on eBay and sell it.
Post them to you. The next time I get a load, I'll post them to you.
Well, don't post to us because I might already have them.
Just on the premise that he may or may not need it at some point.
Yeah. He might be like,
you,
Steve, and have 25 copies of Dirty Dancing.
Oh. That one.
Now, I've heard very mixed things about that. Some people say it's amazing. Some people say it's awful. So what's your take?
8 out of 10.
I'm dying to watch that, but I think it's on Amazon now, isn't it?
It's on Prime, yeah. It's the way I look at it is I enjoyed it, but I don't think it's as good as everybody said it is. That's my personal opinion. I enjoyed it. I really want to watch it again. It's thoroughly enjoyable. It's really, really good. It's just not. It's like when Cruella. I always related to Cruella because when Cruella came out, everyone was like, "Oh my god, Cruella's really good. It's so good. It's amazing." And I watched it. And I went, "It's all right. It's not like."
I liked
Sex
Cruella.
kind of all right.
I really enjoyed Cruella.
So that one, and then just for you because it's your birthday, little one.
Little one.
I've got that one.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm so jealous of that right now.
Which comes with obviously the book in the middle and the.
So where did you order that from?
Amazon UK via Amazon US because it doesn't come out here until the 26th of April, I don't think.
Okay, so you ordered it from Amazon UK, but it came from Amazon US.
Yes.
Do you think the digibook is the one that it comes out with?
Say again, sorry?
Do you think when it's released in the UK, do you think it'll be the same release?
Oh, yeah. It'll be exactly the same. The only difference will be it'll have a certificate on it. That's it.
Okay.
And then obviously on here, I'll have an 18 as opposed to restricted.
R-rated.
And then the same on here. But yeah, I just wanted to get, and honestly, I tried it out. Now I have watched the Netflix one on the 4K, but some of the shots on this, especially at night, with the flames and the fire on the front, and then finally, this is what I like and hate about the Blue Tube community or the film community or whatever it is that you need the little different chat groups. And over the weekend, I was just scrolling through Amazon and whatever, and I was just like, I really fancy getting the Wolf of Wall Street, the Arrow edition, because I love how it looks. But it was out of print. But the ones that's not out, so the ones because it was like reduced, I think, and the sale and all that. Yeah. And anyway, long story short, in the group, blah blah, and then Big Paulie and Jamie Powell like, oh, we're going to Bournemouth and Dover or whatever it is, and I'll have a look for you. I was like, all right. So then Jamie sent me a picture and he went, is this the one? I was like, yeah, £25. He's like, yeah. I goes, okay, let us know. I'll send the money. Then it arrived and he didn't want any money for it.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I heard you complaining about this earlier. You got it for free. If anybody wants to go out and get me that, I'll be well chuffed. Thanks.
I don't know. It's just like, I really, really, really appreciate it and all that. And it's amazing. It's grateful. I feel so humbled that Jamie's a really good friend of mine now.
Tell your face sometimes, tell you.
But genuinely, when I know he said he'd sent it to me. When I write it, it was like, I don't know, just because of what it is. It's not just like, and I'm not belittling it, but it's not just like a Blu-ray. Do you know what I mean? But it's like,
yeah, it's a really nice set, that, to be honest.
Yeah, and it just blows me away. Sometimes people's generosity, and then you go, I'll buy something back, and they're like, no, and then you try to buy them, but then you don't. Oh, it's just. But anyway, that's it. That's them done. You can take it up big screen now.
So it's interesting because I asked the question about Everything All at Once or whatever it was called, and we've got two very different takes of that in the chat. Reading movie says it's not as smart as I think it is, and it's quite silly, but it's got a good premise. Where Sean says everything is a very smart movie with the right cast for rewards. Now, like I say, the reviews I've got is very, very torn. Some people love it, some people hate it. I think it's like Marmite.
From personal opinion of the films last year, that is better than that, and that's my opinion.
I loved Thingy, the other one. Yeah.
See, for me, if the best three films, I don't know, this probably wouldn't get the top 5 of last year. It'll be definitely this one and definitely the Batman.
Oh yeah,
and then other ones we'll go into after that. But I'm really looking forward to the wife going out one night so I can put that with the sound bar. Oh, I can't because I've got the kids. Put that back on and just have all the lights out downstairs, put it on the telly and enjoy it. Because when I watch it up here, it's not going to be 4K. It's not going to be as... I don't know. It's hard to describe, but I'm not going to watch it anytime on Netflix, but just to actually watch it straight from the disc and get that better quality picture. The wife doesn't understand that. Look,
see, my problem is that when I watch a film, I like to have the volume quite loud. We've got the sound bar on, close the curtains, black out everything.
Because you're going deaf.
I'm not as old as you yet. I've still got all my senses. The and I'm bald by choice, by the way.
I'm getting you a t-shirt.
My problem is that I can get about half an hour into a film and I'll get Mike message me and go, "What you watching?" Because I know the bass is booming in their living room from the sound bar. It's like, oh bollocks! But yeah,
you should put something on, message him and going, "You've got 3 guesses."
Yeah,
what the film is watching.
Yeah. And it gets louder with every wrong guess.
Yeah, exactly. And if he hears the bass go,
yeah,
you know he'll be watching Terminator. I'll be the wife.
I was just about to say that.
The wife will be going down and says, "What are you doing?"
Did you see the comment earlier on, Steve, about doing the Bruce Willis film marathon from releases in 2022?
No,
he said that I think it was it Sean? Where's it going? It's up here. There you go. Yeah, Sean. He'd like to see Bruce Willis marathon from the movies in date order released in 2022. I'm sure we can do something like that. Would you really want us on for like a 12-hour stretch?
What's the that trilogy that he's done, the cop trilogy? Something Night, is it? Something Night, I'm sure. What did you say?
No, I don't know.
I'm sure he's done like a cop trilogy. I don't know. But yeah,
what are you drinking?
No idea.
No idea what you're drinking.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant about the thing.
Heineken.
You know what it is? I could just tell you. Why am I showing the picture? It's not. You're not like you're deaf. Heineken Silver.
No, you're forgetting. You're forgetting. I'm not deaf. I'm not the oldest one on this stream.
That's me.
I'm the youngest one on this stream.
You are the old. You look the oldest, but I'm the oldest. You know what I mean? I'm 44 years old and I cannot grow a beard. I blame my dad for his fucking jeans, not the ones he wears either.
Yeah, I look oldest because I've got to carry this little prick.
Don't have to talk you about your peanuts about that all the time, you know.
Why has he got himself on mute? What are you doing?
I'll tell you later.
Can you just put him on mute and then when I open his mouth,
something like as well as being on the stream?
No, well, sort of. Not exactly though. I had a notification about 10 minutes ago from a whatnot for football shirts, and I was like, oh, there's one I fancy on there. I'll keep an eye out, and if I win it, then great. Anyway, I've just entered a giveaway for an England shirt and just won it.
Did you send me the link for this whatnot? Tell me a bit more about it.
Right,
whatnot is basically QVC, but it's just people selling stuff. People selling stuff with a live chat, and you bid on it.
So which England shirt have you won?
Well, it's just it's like one of the retro kits.
If you
Okay.
click the home thing and go to giveaways, it'll tell you. It'll show you.
Oh,
Well, so you won it for free?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's won it for free. Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to show me now because hang on. Purchase.
Is it the same colour as your chest?
That one.
All right, okay. 82 is that? No.
It's a score draw one, so it's not thingy, but size large, so it's my size. Well, that's a nice little birthday thing, I suppose, guys. Not trying to be rude. I just I thought I'll enter it and just see if I win. I fucking won it.
Paw Patrol is the new whatnot version of CCC. You can forget these 4 caps that he's trying to sell. It's the Paw Patrol DVDs you want.
This is what you want. This is
I
it.
got sent
A 3-pack sealed.
a subscriber mail of the Paw Patrol movie. Right?
Right.
No word of a lie. I enjoyed it. Because I did like ages ago. I did like what I watched this month, and this is what I scored it out of 10. I gave it like a 7.5 out of 10 because I watched it with the kids, and I really enjoyed it. And somebody, as a joke, bought it for me and sent it to me. But I was just like, it's not a joke because I really like it. You know, it's in the loft at the minute because there's not much room down here. But I haven't kept it for the kids. I've kept that for me. I like that. And on that, I'll just drop the mic, and I'm just going to...
I've got some pickups this week, Steve. I can't be bothered doing a video. I mean, I ain't got time to do a video. There we go.
Yours.
There's no surprise there that he can't be asked doing a video.
No, because I've got another video in mind. So I don't want to be like AJ and have about 1,200 videos lined up.
I'd rather you have 1,200 videos lined up. Makes it.
I have to cover your ass these days. So I picked up. I went to charity shop today. They had a few put aside at the back, so I picked up Tomb Raider: The Uncut Edition.
Ooh,
it's the uncut edition though. I'm not familiar with that one, so I thought I'll pick that up. Happy Death Day, which I've already got.
Good film.
Good film. I might give that away at some point. Dirty Harry.
Good film. I'll just put that in there. Yep. Spot on.
Blade Runner: The Final Cut.
How many final cuts of Blade Runner have you got though, Steve?
Yeah, there's a few of them, but the thing is, I'm not too fussed about that because I'm not planning on keeping it.
Is that the Blade Runner that's got the extra 5 seconds of footage that changes the whole movie?
That could be it. It could be right. North by Northwest, Alfred Hitchcock. So obviously I've got the Hitchcock collection anyway. So I paid £5 for them. So I was either going to trade it or I'll give them away at some point. Other ones I picked up. A couple of Avengers ones, DVDs. Avengers, Rise of Phantom. That's nice.
I've got them on Steelbook.
Have you? Oh, is that what you got on Steelbook, was it?
Yeah.
I went to that same charity shop I went to the other week, back end of this last week just gone. Got the Idiot Abroad 3-box set for £2.
Is that after watching it at ours about how it came about?
What?
Is that after watching it at ours, the documentary about Carl Pilkington?
No, I've already. To be fair, I've already got them. But for £2, I weren't leaving that. So it's at least £5 trading. And I got the Me in the Life season 1 and 2 from the same charity shop for £2 sealed. These ones I was missing, so £4 for them. I'm not gonna grumble. And I picked up Michael Jackson's The Earth song. Lou's a big Michael Jackson fan. So this is an unauthorized secret biography of Michael Jackson.
Has that got Jarvis Cocker in it?
I don't know.
That was a joke. It's a joke. Remember when he stormed the stage to the Brits?
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Just to land with these kids nowadays. Raw Deal. I haven't got this film.
Never seen it.
That's a great movie. How much did that one cost you?
I think it was about 6, was it? Something like that.
I was going to say you can get that in Asda for about that £6-7.
Yeah, £6. But it's one of the ones I don't own of Arnie, so I picked that up. I picked up Singing in the Rain. Again, a classic movie that I don't know why I don't own it on Blu-ray already. I bought another one, another copy of The Fifth Element, but this is a stunning restoration, apparently. So I think these came out from. I remember seeing these in Asda about a couple of months back.
Yeah,
I think they came out the same time as the 4K came out.
Maybe Studio Canal version. So I picked that up.
I do need to pick up a copy of The Fifth Element.
I got a win at CEX today. Star Trek Voyager Season 1.
Oh, what series do you need of that now?
What's that?
What series of that do you need now?
None of them. It was this one I needed. But the thing is that all the rest of them aren't in these packs.
No, you're not going to do the whole thing like that, are you?
Well, no, I don't want to. But they're just in normal packs, the other ones. But I wasn't faffing around waiting to try and find a copy of Season 1. Plus, it was priced up at £6, so I was like, sod it, I'll pick it up. Anyway, the guy had to change the price because it was priced up. It should have been £10, so it's priced up wrong. In the nice editions, don't get me wrong.
So show me the cases that the other ones are in, Steve.
And is that one Blu-ray or DVD there, Steve?
No, these are just DVD.
Right, okay. Because I'll keep an eye out for you.
Brilliant, thank you.
I know what it's like when you wear everything the same.
So they're in the grey cases, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure I've seen. It might have been a TNG one or a Deep Space Nine. I saw.
Well, I've seen a Deep Space Nine one in there. They're exactly the same as this. But at one point, I had 2 of these. I won't be surprised if it's the same one I traded in. But I had 2 of these because I didn't have the rest of them. I was like, I'm not buggering about trying to find these particular editions. And then I've sort of gone, sod it, I'll pick it up. But then, like I say, when I got to the till, the guy had to override it because it come up as £10 and it's priced at £6. Question for the birthday boy: do you carry some sort of database? No. I do have a photographic memory though, so I'm quite good with knowing what I have and what I haven't got.
He just can't remember where he put his hair.
Cheeky. This is coming from the baldest guy on the stream.
I'm bald by choice.
No, you're not though. You're not. If you grow it back, it will grow back like crest. It will grow back like pieces of crest.
Yeah, I shave mine every 2 weeks.
Well, don't shave it. I want to see your lusciously long hair.
I'll tell you what, if you want, I'll send you guys a picture of my Corona cut after the stream. And
your
then
Corona cut. There was a Corona cut, was there?
Yeah, because normally when I get a cut, I have like a number 3 on the sides. So my mate is a bit like you guys. He shaves it. So I'm like, oh, Len needs your clippers. He's like, all right. So I looked at it. I was like, 3. That'll do. I'll just do that all over. So it's not like, so it basically looks like a tennis ball as such.
Yeah.
But his God 3 is not the same God 3 that you get the hairdressers. but me being me, instead of going, oh, here, I went woof straight there. So the wife, so I was outside, doing it outside, and then I did this like big thing here, and the wife's like, oh my God, why can't you just be normal and do it on the side to check the length? So she got a picture of me with my long hair with this big line thing so I got it really cut short.
No, just take the guard off. It's gone. So
the thing is, it grows back so bloody quick though.
Yeah. Like I say, I've got to shave mine every 2 weeks, especially now it's getting sunny outside. It seems to grow back quicker now. So yeah, but he hasn't got a photographic memory.
I have.
You haven't.
With films, I have.
Photographic memory, you would realise that you don't need another copy of Bloody Dirty Dancing every time you see it.
That's through choice. That's not through. There's very rarely a movie I buy that I don't know I've already got.
I'll tell you what, if Paul, if you're watching it, scroll up a bit more, or Steve put it in, because I asked him if he wanted to come on. I messaged him and Jamie. Jamie's working on with the missus. So So just put the thing on, see if Paul come on for a bit. I don't know.
Oh,
Get the
we'll
big fella on.
anybody
Get the
you want.
dog
Is anybody
park
else
on.
you want to invite?
I'm just trying to get you new
You're
friends.
genuinely
You know?
thinking.
I was genuinely thinking. Yeah, I was thinking. Who else can I
I'm
get
only
on?
messing, Paulie. You're always welcome, mate.
He's like, hang on a second. Hey, do you want to go
Hey,
on the
Rick.
stream?
Thank you, Rick. Yeah.
Yeah.
The link's there, Paulie. Feel free, mate. As I said to you before on AJ's chat, we need to sort something out and get you on anyway.
Oh,
I need you two on my stream as well. Like I was saying to you.
Yeah,
I
that'd
need
be
to get you
great.
guys in
Cheers,
house.
Paul.
Because it just opens that door, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love that.
So last week we were talking about films like Armageddon and Deep Impact and stuff like that coming out roughly at the same time. One is meant to be the A list and one's meant to be the B list. Next week we were going to do a stream comparing them and talking about which one you prefer of each and whatever. Would you like to be part of it, Paul? Would you like to come on and?
As long as I'll be honest with you, as long as the kids are asleep. Now Thursdays is the wife's turn, so I don't mind coming on. But you're right about that because you've got there was 2012 and there was Deep Impact.
Yeah.
And then there was Volcano and Dante's Peak. Then there was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and Robin Hood, the Patrick other guys one.
Yeah.
And then there wasn't there another one that the Core was out with at the same time?
That what was sorry?
The Core.
The Core. That was that the. That was the Hillary Swank one that went down, wasn't it?
But was there another one similar to that? It's good because you said so. There's Armageddon was Deep Impact, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And Core. Yeah.
But yeah, there's loads.
So I was going to invite Matt on, Matt V, and AJ and yourself, and we'll have a good old chinwag about because what did I use as an example? It was like Pacific Rim and Atlantic Attack. Now they're both B movies in a sense, aren't they?
Yeah.
But like Pacific Rim was like the Hollywood version where the
thing is, you've got something like Tombstone and Wyatt Earp.
You've got Olympus Has Fallen and White House Down.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, they were literally at the same time, weren't they?
Yeah, same time, yeah. And I think Jamie Foxx forgot which one he was in, wasn't he? On one of his interviews.
There's loads though. I mean, but they're all kind of like early. They've kind of stopped it now.
Yeah,
they're all kind of like early 2000s. Because there was. Oh no, it wasn't. I was going to say there was King Arthur, but then there was the Robin Hood, but not Robin Hood. It's Robin Hood. One's the Guy Ritchie one, and one's the other one with Jamie Foxx in it as well. They were kind of similar times as well.
They were both bloody flops in the end.
Exactly, yeah. Just drug the kid. They would trust me. Oh, we have the. I mean, I'll put it out there. I don't really care. We have a diagnosis for my eldest, so she now has autism and ADHD. So we've got that confirmed now. And it's almost like the night. They found that out in the morning, and then when she came home from, they're off, aren't they? And it's almost like she was at my mother-in-law's, and when she came back, it's almost like she knew we knew, and went, right, I'm going to be a knob. So the night before last, she was on.
How old is she?
9.
Yeah.
So they're at my parents for 2 nights now. So me and the wife, we had a lovely steak meal tonight. And then, unfortunately, it's not the March the 14th, so it will just remain as a steak evening.
Is he trying to? Is he like down with the kids here or what? What's also Tombstone with Val Kilmer, Doc Holliday was just good like. Or is it called like?
See, Alvin likes Pacific Rim. So the problem with Pacific Rim Uprising is that I never had Charlie Hannon in. No. If he had come back for the sequel, it would have been all right. But I didn't like
Charlie Hannon. Is that?
Yeah, that's it.
He was in Bite Grove, remember? He's from.
I was going to say he's up your
Bite Grove.
He was in Bite Grove.
I
like the fact that he's a gentleman. He uses proper accent as well.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole he was Stryker's half son, whatever. Returned Pontegeister's half son. It didn't make any sense to me, that whole thing. So you had one half son and you had an adopted daughter that were playing off each other. And
when Pacific Rim first came out, I honestly thought that can't be
That's
a good
true.
movie because it sounds like some kind of porn move.
Hmm.
Do you fancy doing the Pacific Rim tonight, love? Why not? You know. But no, I tell you what though,
Let me
Pacific Rim,
get
it's a
the
classic
Jaeger.
4K picture.
That was a really good movie, though. That was definitely a
Yeah, the
surprise
first one
of a
was
movie.
absolutely superb.
First one was really good.
I'm still trying to think of those films which are very similar. You know?
Yeah.
There's
Well,
loads.
have a think for next week. Don't spoil the topic this week.
No. Okay, I'll have a good think for that. Yeah.
Yeah, have a think. And like I say, I'll invite AJ in, a few of the others on. Paulie, you're more than welcome, mate, if you want to come on and come and have that chat.
That'd be good.
Do you know what we haven't done? We haven't done the wheels, have we?
Let's get the wheels done.
Was that supposed to be my accent?
No,
Okay. Oh, was it Welsh?
I don't know what it was, to be honest with you. It just come out.
Get the wheels done. All right.
The wheels.
The wheels. Oh, you frozen it. I thought you were just staring at the abyss there a moment ago.
No, that's what he does.
It's the Death Stare. So is this your homework?
Yeah, I think so. No, this is homework.
We've bit of it. Yeah. Okay.
Have I got to find a movie, or do I have it?
Oh.
Go on. Stay. Yes, baby.
I thought, fuck it out. I'm in trouble here. It's Mean Girls.
Did you? No.
Mac and me.
Mac and me.
So, you know the list you've got there to choose
Mac
from?
and me.
So,
Yeah.
where did you get that list from in the first place?
We get it off the chat.
Can I add two to it?
You
People
can add whatever
recommend
you
it.
fancy to it.
Yeah, you can add stuff to it. Yeah.
As long as it's a musical.
People recommend them to us, and then we throw them on the wheel.
Well,
It's
I'll
not
give you some.
musicals. Musicals are banned off this wheel. It's not happening. Yeah,
Do you want
in a
me to give
minute,
them
mate.
now?
Let's just run this one.
Yeah, go on then.
All right. Fine.
Oh God,
Oh.
Clint Eastwood. I want to watch Unforgiven this week. I have not watched that in a long time.
I'm still waiting to get the 4K.
This gives me a chance to watch Gran Torino again.
Oh, I love Gran Torino. Get off my lawn.
I've got the box set for that, Eastwood.
Yeah, I've
Never got into it.
I've only got a small one, a small Eastwood box set though.
You changed that quickly, didn't you?
I changed that quickly, yeah.
Yeah. I've got the the blue and grey one.
Yeah.
Because I think it was like 25 quid in CX and I had like £80 credit. I was like, I'll pick that up.
80 quid credit.
Oh yeah, don't trust me, it didn't last a week.
No, it seems to burn a hole in my pocket when I get CX
I
credit.
forgot. The other thing I picked up, you probably saw it in my pickup video, was that box set.
Oh, The Great War, yeah.
So I'm starting to watch that now.
Looks like some sort of VHS box set.
7 DVDs.
Bloody hell.
Because I want to get the
Hey, Gilly.
World at War as well. I love my history stuff.
That's funny. Now there's Steve.
See, the missing is I can't see the chat, so I can't see what people are saying.
Lindsay, now Gilly's put, I've never seen The Greatest Showman.
Neither have I.
No, have you seen this though?
You knew the second you saw that picture that was the one, didn't you?
I wanted to use it as the thumbnail the other week when you were on by yourself because I knew that you couldn't change it.
That's all right, Steve. If your current job doesn't work, you can go to modelling. So be all right.
Cheers, mate.
You're welcome.
See,
cheers, Z.
Z's not seeing it. It's definitely going up on the next year's best bits.
No.
Yes, definitely.
No.
Oh, I've sent it you. I'll fire it over to you via Instagram now.
It's gonna make the rounds.
It is. It's going to do it.
It's the shock at the end.
See, look, it's there. Look, birthday one. I'll fire that through.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. And to make it worse, it'll actually be on your birthday.
Yes, it will. This is very true.
So when is your birthday today then, Steve?
Tomorrow, mate.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you said 14th earlier on. Yeah, sorry, yeah. So what, were you born like 2 weeks late, were you?
Huh?
You were born 2 weeks late, like, were you?
Were I born 2 weeks late?
Yeah, it wasn't the 1st of April.
No, it weren't April Fool's Day, no.
Well, I thought you meant the ridges on the side of his head where they've used the forceps to pull him out.
No. I was trying. It was my poor attempt at trying to do a joke, which completely backfired. So sorry.
I told you about Geordie humour. It's not funny. It's not clever.
Neither is Mank.
Start off the Scouse.
I'm not fucking Scouse.
That's what you all say.
You do sound a bit twangy.
Do you know what? In all honesty, I've spent the last 2 days watching Liverpool fans have meltdown on YouTube over Bellingham, so I'm quite aware of what a Scouse sounds like.
Oh, do you know what the piss take is now? Is that they're talking about points deduction for Everton this season. So the Mank shite can drag this out for fucking 3 years and nothing happened. We go into it 6 weeks later, they're talking about 6-point deduction, which is going to relegate us.
They won't do it.
Between the decisions on the pitch and the VAR, the decisions, now this, the Premier League just don't want us in the top flight of English football.
Because it can only be you can only have one lot of Scousers in the Premier League. It's always been a thing. Yeah,
but at least our fans are from the local area. They're not flying in every week to watch Liverpool.
Did you see the thing on it was ages ago on Sky Sports News? I think it was before or after the Man United game. They interviewed all the fans, and every single fan was Irish.
Yeah, I did.
Hello, how are you doing? You're not too bad. I just flew over. All that kind of stuff. And I was just like, nope. Whereas if you film something outside St. James's, you can't understand it because it's Broad Geordie. You've got to say it's like it's either Asian or Mank. That's it.
It's very true. In fact, the thing is that the majority of YouTubers that are Liverpool fans are bloody Irish.
And same with Man United. They've got a big. Everybody here supports Liverpool. I'm not one of accent. All this assistant referee who paid to elbow Liverpool player to face no extra charges. Well, just because everybody wanted to do it.
I don't know. It just winds me up. But no. Yeah, Paulie, more than welcome anytime, mate. Like I say, we'll
I've watched so many of your videos.
Yeah, we'll sort.
I was pushing him to come on. I don't know why he hasn't.
He said he can't pop on tonight.
Well, he didn't tell me that, did you? Fucking hell, Paul. Sort yourself out, son. You should have told us.
Howie. Do you know what? We need to get you and Laney on the same chat. And then you'll completely lose me.
Get subtitles on.
What's Laney like?
Laney's
friend of ours,
Sunderland, isn't she?
What's that?
Laney's Sunderland, isn't she?
Yeah, she is, yeah.
Oh, can't do that, sorry. Funny enough, right? No word of a lie. This is how funny I am. We're driving up the A1 from Darlington to go back. You know, I live in Darlington and I lived here since 2008. I still call Whitley Bay home. And I'm driving up and we're going past this part in the motorway, and it goes, "Girls, look out the window! Look out the window! Look at what is it?" I says, "You see that dark place over there?" They're like, "Yeah, well, that's Sunderland. You'll never go there. Do you understand?" And Annie's like, and the wife's like, "Honestly." And then the kid's like, "We're going to go, Daddy. When I'm older, I'm going to go there." I went, "No, you fucking not. The dark side. Don't look there."
Yeah, Lainey's macking. Yeah.
Yeah,
There is a difference between our accents as well, because there's a lass that I used to work with. She was a Mac, and you could tell. Yeah,
it's funny though. I hope she's
She's not well at the moment, is she?
No, I hope she feels better. Because we've not heard of her in a little while. I said to you the other week, didn't I? But she's not been too well, bless her. So I hope she's better soon.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming up to that magical hour where I turn into a pumpkin. So we'll close the stream here for this week. Like I say, next week we'll have a few special guests on. We're going to do a comparison show of the different movies that are similar, that were out at the same time. We are on Video Tasties chat tomorrow, but you can catch us via the link on our channel as well, because Gareth's allowed me to share it on our channel. So if you can't find his, then you'll see that we've gone live. So you can catch us there. And we're talking the differences between sci-fi franchises, Star Trek, Star Wars, etc. And then, well, next week it's just our live stream, isn't it? Next week, and Lindsay and Alvin have invited us on one weekend as well, so we will be special guests over there. So if you haven't subscribed to Paul, please go to subscribe to Paul at Magpie Movies. You're on 915 subscribers, aren't you?
fucking stalker. Yes, 915. Yes,
915 subscribers. So, guys, please go and subscribe to Paul. Let's get him up to that 1,000 mark, and then
I'll quit.
And then and
what he did is before he accepted you on the stream, he just double checked, mate, to make sure that you were worthy. That's what he did.
What, of coming on?
Yeah. So I'm not entertaining it unless it's 914 or above.
We're small fish compared to him.
Exactly.
It's only because you'd be doing this less time than me. Trust me.
So, Paul, thank you for coming on, mate. We do appreciate the time that you give the channel.
Oh, Jilly B is just subscribed.
Yeah, nice one, Jilly.
So, please subscribe to Paul. Show him a little bit of love. Let's get him up to that 1,000 mark.
Lindsay and Alvin on tomorrow night, yeah.
Lindsay and Alvin are on at 7:30, I believe. 7 o'clock.
They'll be going for hours. Just make sure that...
No. They're split because they're getting off before drinking with Andrew.
Oh, okay. Oh,
and then on Saturday, they're on after Richie's Night's Life.
See, I told you, 2 nights on the trot again.
I
told him last week he had a drinking
YouTube
problem.
balls than you.
Right, thank you, guys. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Appreciate it.
We'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.